Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20. 20.
What's your birth year?
January 26, 2005.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Mainly his policies, but can we talk about how you're like a grifting motherfucker?
I thought maybe you were the person
I know
I kicked
you and
earlier.
Dean are I know Dean's lobbied by the DNC indirectly, but I'm not sure
Lobbied,
about you. But you're
lobbied by the
definitely a
DNC.
fucking grifter.
Really, what tells you that Dean's lobbied by the DNC and that I'm grifting?
Man, he had Mom Donnie up right before. Are you fucking serious? That's indirect lobbying, like at
Dude,
its
yeah,
finest.
Mom Donnie follows me on Instagram. Does that mean I'm lobbied by the DNC?
Yeah, indirectly. I don't think they're giving you a check.
Because Mom Donnie follows me on Instagram, that means I must be lobbied by the DNC, everyone.
So you don't know what indirectly lobbying is?
I don't think that's indirect lobby. I think Zoran just happens to follow me. Like, it's probably someone on Zoran's team that has advocated for this, right? Or
lobbying has gone through social media today. It's not in a check. It's not in a check from the mail.
This is ridiculous. Are you really just saying that? So how about this? Define grifting. What does grifting mean?
You're choosing something to promote or like base your opinions on to make money.
Okay, so
you're also taking advantage of people that are like
take a listen.
Disenfranchised.
So you think anyone that works in media, right? Anyone who is a journalist, you think they're all grifters?
No, you and Dean particularly like the
but they all
thing
have
you're
a specific
doing is mainly for money.
They all have a specific
That's why you don't
opinion.
switch up on what you do.
I do this because this is what I think is important.
No, it makes you the most money. Like this obviously
is what I see is important.
Telling people about the news would be a lot.
So why did I do this before I made any money off of it for years?
You did it on like Christianity, buddy. You weren't doing Trump debates every day.
I've done this before. Now, I didn't do Trump every single day, but I did this even before I had a platform. Like, I used to go on Omegle and debate people about politics. And just, like, debate random people. That wasn't on stream. No one ever saw that.
Day, but I did this even before I had a
You're
platform.
definitely grifting now. I mean, maybe... I mean, like, it was...
Hold up. You gotta fix your echo, bro. Fix your echo.
Should I go in and out?
No, you're good, man.
I don't know why it's echoing.
Me neither.
I'm not connected. You know?
Here, I'm gonna kick you.
I don't know why it's my bad, brother.
Me neither.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, why do I hear another person? Who is connected?
I don't know why it's my bad, brother.
Me neither.
Oh my god. What is going on? Oh my god. What is going on?
Oh my god.
What is going on?
Oh my god.
What I muted it, by the way. What random person is connected? I have to restart the stream, by the way, everyone. What random person is connected where it just messes up the audio and then they have like the worst echo I've ever heard? I'm going to hit a restart here on the TikTok. It's only TikTok. Okay, I'll be right back. Apparently some random person just can't fix their audio and he's like getting in the car back, everyone. Why do we restart? Because of some audio glitch. It was an absurd audio glitch. But it's just really annoying. Like, why does random stuff like that happen? Do you give it a second for people to join up? Do you give it a second? Alrighty, do give it a second for people to join up. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed here on the TikTok screen. I'll try to get the last person up if I can. If not, it looks like they're already gone. Or they didn't come back, so... I'll add someone else up here in a second. If you're on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Alrighty. Let's just bring people up because I don't see that person in the guest box. Oh, there they are actually. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
29.
Do you support Trump?
So I've been in the request for a while. I was going to ask you a clarifying question because I don't want to upset you and waste your time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
I don't know what happened. Or you can go back to what you were saying.
I mean, you asked like, what'd you ask? How are you a grifter?
Yeah, like I don't know why you decided to come up on live and ask me about that. I feel like that's kind of like a ridiculous thing to believe.
I mean, I just think you're super disingenuous and you contradict yourself constantly. I mean, I've been watching you for
Be
months.
specific. Name one contradiction.
I mean, you've said like black women are the most educated demographic in America with Santana. Like that's a complete lie.
That's true.
That is not true, buddy. Look it up.
I'm confused how that's false.
Black women are the most educated demographic in America is false.
What's your source for like an alternative perspective on that? How is that a lie?
I mean, look it up on the census. It's completely false. Asian men, I think, are the most educated.
What's your source?
In the U.S. Census.
No, you need to give me like the census. Just saying the census is not a source.
I'm not in front of my laptop right now. I mean, it'll be on any census. And then go to like college degree or education demographic.
So you think that because I think that makes me a grifter? We have a
No,
disagreement
you
on
gave
a
me
descriptive
you
fact.
asked me to give you where you contradicted yourself, and
There was no
or you gave a
contradiction.
lie.
You're just saying something you disagree with.
I don't. It's you're lying. I don't just disagree. It's like you're spreading false shit.
Okay, so there's one thing that you disagree with. Okay, so does that
mean-
mean I'm a grifter? What does grifting mean? Grifting means you dishonestly hold certain perspectives to make money off of.
That's what I said.
Okay, so I don't think that's the only thing I specifically believe to make money off. That's a ridiculous thing to say that that's the case. That one belief. Secondly, like
So you were wrong
are
about
you saying
that,
that I'm a
though,
Trump
right?
supporter?
You were wrong about that, though, right?
I don't see any source of that. If you'd like to provide, but do you genuinely
Are
want to
you
give me?
fucking kidding me?
You can give me a source, and I will believe otherwise. If there's evidence, I won't believe something in which doesn't have evidential basis for it. But
Oh my god.
if you want to provide me a source, you can. If not, right, then we can
Here,
just
look it
move
up for me,
on,
Chris.
and you can say
Look up
maybe
what
one
the
thing.
most educated demographic in America is, buddy. I'll get my friend to look it up.
I mean, you could do that if you'd like. I'm just saying I don't have reason to believe this as of right now, right? You don't have a source off the top of your head. So if you'd like to talk about something that you can, as of
Any
right now-
census.
holy shit, dude, you just saying the census doesn't give me a particular
Any
basis for that,
census.
because you're just claiming it's in the census without actually giving any basis for that.
Hold on, I think I got it right here.
Okay. Now, do you
Asian
want?
Americans or
The highest level of educational attainment via the National Equity Atlas.
Repeat what you just said.
hold on, I can't hear you. Hear me? Did
Go
you
ahead.
hear that or no?
No, I
Okay,
didn't hear
so
anything.
Asian Americans have the highest level of educational attainment via the National Equity Atlas.
Okay, are you referencing a specific group? You're just referencing Asian Americans as a whole. We're specifically talking about, like, if we're making a claim on black women, you would have to say either Asian men or Asian women specifically if we're accounting for
It's
gender.
Asian men.
So what was the title?
This is according to the National Equity Atlas. I'm going to look into it.
Yeah, I'd have to see the title. Did you just like search that up on ChatGPT or something?
No.
Okay. So what's the title?
I mean, there's literally.
When you cut
Is
out
that
of the
black?
app, I can't hear you.
Could you give me a source that black women are the most educated group in America?
I'd have to go and specifically grab the source that Santana was looking at. I didn't make this claim right now on the stream. Okay.
I mean, you asked me to tell you something you're wrong about.
Okay. which we didn't even specifically do here yet. You would just say that you disagree with. How does this
You
make
were-
me?
you were-
So let me clarify. Does this mean that I dishonestly hold perspectives on my live stream to make money off of dishonestly holding perspectives?
You do, yes.
Or would this
100%.
just mean that maybe we disagree on a certain thing? In terms of
I
a
think that
descriptive claim of
our
reality?
perspective here is that you parrot typical left wing points so that you can embolden your political career. It's not
Okay,
it's
so-
not so much that we don't think you're a liberal. I think
how
you're a
about this?
liberal. I just think that
Okay.
you
So you're saying I say liberal things that aren't true just because I fall in with the liberal crew? I don't have to. I don't do that I disagree with liberals all the time. Why would I do that? Why would
Because you want
why
to
would I
gain
just believe
power in your
wrong things
political
for no
party. I
reason?
mean, why are you going to the White House? I mean,
How does that gain me party? How would
You
my
do, though.
positions gain me party? Gain me power? I have no power. I literally have no management company. I literally debate people on the internet.
that's why Dean had Mamdani up the day before the election, right? No lobbying going on
Yeah.
there.
There's nothing to do with lobbying. That's because
Yeah,
Dean
okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Think about this. Dean has like 20,000 people in a stream. Mamdani wants to go onto people's platforms because it's going to get him
and he
notoriety
doesn't say Dean
in
talk
front of
about
people.
this or Dean talk about this.
Why? No, he doesn't. You want to just understand
they
the
do.
reality that because Dean has viewership, the different candidates are going to want to go on his platform because he has viewership. Like I'm confused how
Dude,
you
they're
don't
not going to
understand
lobby a
that's
dude with 10,000 followers, you fucking idiot.
You think Dean has 10,000 followers?
I said they wouldn't lobby someone with 10,000 followers. Why would they lobby somebody with small followers? They're going to lobby somebody with the most followers, you fucking dumbass.
There's no lobbying. It's just that Dean has a large platform, and then Mamdani wanted to go on the platform because of that.
the face of lobbying has changed
To
because
media,
of the amount
yeah.
the modern advents.
They're not sending them a check in the mail. And we all know you're getting lobbied by the DNC, buddy.
Okay, what evidence do you have for that?
It's blatant. Mamdani. It's like blatant evidence.
Mamdani one isn't a part of the DNC as a broad thing, right? He
Are you
barely got acknowledged.
a socialist Democrat now?
I'm
Parker?
a social democrat. So that's different. I'm a progressive liberal. But all your sources
Let's
totally
debate
just trust me,
socialism,
bro.
Okay.
Like literally, you guys have no
Let's
source.
debate socialism.
You,
do you
I don't-
believe that socialism?
I don't believe in socialism.
But you're a social democrat.
Yeah, that's a progressive liberal. I'm a capitalist still.
Okay.
So are you a libertarian?
No, are you stupid? A
Okay, I was just saying
libertarian?
what you would say.
Why would I be a
There are
libertarian if I'm a
libertarian
progressive
socialists.
liberal?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just saying. Dean's been swaying towards the socialist agenda. I just wanted to see where you were.
No,
at.
Dean's not a socialist. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
here, let's go through this a little bit. So you think we're lobbied by the DNC. Two, you think we're socialists.
100%.
Three, you think we're grifting, right? So we don't actually hold to this, right? So that why do you
Dude,
think
you're
all
1,000,000% grifting.
Here's the issue. It seems like you just can't fathom that there are people that disagree with you.
What? We agree
Cannot-
on most
You
things.
couldn't possibly think it's the case that there are people who are liberals that disagree with you, that then actually literally believe the things that they believe, and then want to advocate in society for those things that they believe in. Because that's literally all I'm doing. And you're like, I can't possibly fathom it. He has to be a grifter. There has to be some association with the DNC. There has to be some type of lobbying.
You definitely
No, I am
grifting. Didn't you just
listen,
retract your
listen,
stance on abortion yesterday?
What'd you say?
You know what I do like late term elective abortions. I remember you talking about that yesterday.
So my position on this, you didn't listen at all. Apparently, you have an issue with tracking. Was
sure,
that
it's loud.
my position in terms of the legality has changed over time because there is essentially no circumstance where people are having lethal abortions, right? Specifically, right, in elective circumstances at that particular time in the pregnancy. So really, having a law on that simply limits people who want to get access to, like, in situations in which we believe there are exceptions for, from being able to get access to it, rather than like actually limiting lethal abortions after that point to happen. So principally, I disagree with it from a moral
Damn,
perspective.
why-
After that point, I just acknowledge that from a legal perspective, it doesn't make as much sense to do that because it practically never happens, and it's just going to harm those in which literally need to get access to it through exceptions. Because exceptions, in the context of the law, can be extremely vague, and doctors don't know whether or not they can provide it in a particular circumstance based upon that. So, are you saying me?
I think
having
what
a broadened-
what
me
changed
having
is you realize
literally,
you get more money.
Listen, me
if
having a
you-
broader perspective over time on things, changing my mind means that I'm grifting.
Yeah, you're changing your perspective to position yourself better for people in bad situations. Like you're grifting off of hurt people and like grandmothers.
Wait. So my position is better for people who are in need, is not grifting. It's saying that like,
Oh my
I have
God,
a
no.
better idea of what's going to be best for the world, what's going to lead to the best outcomes. That's just evolving my perspective. If you think evolving your perspective is grifting, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
so
but
what
it makes
made you change your
This makes you look
perspective?
really dumb. It really does. Like, I don't know why you're arguing this.
No, it's obvious that it's to get more money. I mean, you really are.
David, thank you so
a
much for
good
the $5.
actor.
Thank
Like,
you
you're
so
a
much,
good
David. I
actor.
really
Exactly,
appreciate it.
see?
Harold, thank you for the $10.
Look,
Thank you so
hold on,
much.
I'll
And for
leave
the
the video
$10.
on my voice now.
Monica with the $5 from the DNC. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Rawl, thank you so much for the $2 from the DNC lobby. Thank you. Kelly, thank you for the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. They sent me a source literally from thoughtco.com says a black woman earned college degrees more than any other race, gender group in the United States. They just sent it from thoughtco.com. I'll definitely make sure to look at that. Barbara, thank you for the $5. Abigail, thank you for the $75 on Venmo. Can we get some W's for Abigail in the comment section for the $75 on Venmo? Thank you so much, Abigail. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Stephanie with the $5 for All Hail the Mighty Grift. Thank you so much. Harold, thank you for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Harold. Dr. Sonia, thank you so much for the $25 from the DNC. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for those DNC bucks. I really wouldn't be able to do this without that. I appreciate it. Thank you much. Catherine, thank you for the $5. Thank you. I'm the beard with the $5 as well. I'm the beard with the $2. Thank you. Martin with the $50. Can we get some W's for Martin in the comment section right now? For the $50. Thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W's for Martin in the comment section right now. Meister with the $5. Max with the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hunter with the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For Trusty Bro, I work for the DNC. Thank you very much.
Dude, that's like if there was like 10 attributions to a grifter, that would be like top one right there.
What would be number one? Paul, think of the $2 for George
That
Soros.
right
told me to
there.
do
Thank you
that.
guys for
Cut
the
it.
$50. Oh my god, guys, this is the best day of my life. Somebody
Oh my
bend me
god,
over right
oh my
now.
god, people cannot thank people who donate to them. No, don't thank people who donate
Listen,
to you.
but Parker-
That means you have to be grifting because you thank people who
Dude,
donated
it's just how
to
like
you.
you changed your position on Charlie
No,
Kirk, man.
Parker get a job as grifting because he thanks people that donate to him.
You were so sad about Charlie Kirk.
Andon, thank you for the
until it
$1.
became
Thank
a
you so
meme.
much, Andon. I really appreciate it.
Now
Kimoni,
they're
thank
all
you so much for the
screaming, "We are Charlie
$15.
Kirk."
I really appreciate it, Kimoni. Thank you. What'd you say?
I wanted to debate him about abortion. Listen, so what are your positions on abortion?
Well, they just changed apparently.
Oh, you guys have to pivot because you lost on the grifting point. I made you embarrassed enough.
What?
No,
You're
I mean there's
literally
only
a
so many.
grifter.
No. We're gonna talk about a point that can actually be pinned down.
Oh
So
wait,
I'm
so you're
saying,
saying
as
that there's
far
no
as the
evidence, so
grifting
you're saying there's no evidence to your position, and you admit that now, and they can't
as
be pinned down
far
because there's no
no,
evidence?
I mean it's a pretty educated guesstimate. Parker,
mean, you
but that
just-
aside,
Educated
I mean,
guesstimate
why-
based on what facts?
So you were sad about Charlie Kirk when it first
Wait,
happened.
wait, now
You got
answer the
a
question
bunch
instead of
money.
pivoting.
Now you're
Based on
making
what
jokes
facts?
about it.
Based on what facts? And
no,
what
this
jokes
is
did I make?
indicative of your behavior.
What jokes? Did
I mean,
make?
like, what about like all these other liberal and leftist streamers that fucking call you out on your bullshit that you guys are fucking literally
Such as?
grifters, like
Who?
literally grifters.
Who?
What's her fucking name? What the fuck is her name? She hates Dean.
Okay, so there's some random person that doesn't like Dean, and you're like, oh, because there's some random person that doesn't like Dean, that means that I'm
Oh my
right.
God.
Like, dude,
No, dude, all the left is fucking.
dude, what an argument! What an argument! This guy's really going for it. What is
The
it, Emily
leftists hate
Wilson?
you.
Emily Wilson. He's like, Emily Wilson hates Dean so much. Therefore, Dean is a horrible person because Emily Wilson hates Dean.
It was like Tashinka or whatever her name is. I don't even
Tashika?
know.
Okay, I don't understand how that's an argument for why like Dean is bad.
No, you both are grifters. I mean, like, you guys
How
are
am I
lying
grifting?
about your positions. I mean, obviously,
What
Dean
position?
is a
Wait,
Trump
what
supporter.
position am I lying about in which I have? Tell me. Name one position that I do not actually have that I'm saying that I do have.
I mean, you said you're against late-term abortion, like, really, for the longest until, like, suddenly you're not when you get more money.
So I just explained this to you right now, right? And by the way, I've held this position for a while. I'm principally against lethal abortion after the point of sentience, but I understand the implications from a legal perspective of implementing that because I understand that there aren't practically any circumstances that it's going to limit from happening in those circumstances.
There's genuinely
So
no
what you're not
circumstances
understanding,
which a late-term
what you're not
abortion is
understanding
null.
is, I think from a principled perspective, right? It's wrong after the point in elective situations to get access to an abortion after sentience.
How is that
But
principle that somebody
doesn't
makes it to a
necessarily
late
mean
stage in
that
their
from
pregnancy?
a legal perspective, I have to think the same, because from a legal perspective, there can be different implications. And again, me broadening my perspective over time and understanding different things to be the case is not evidence of me grifting. It's evidence of me changing my mind. And if you think that me changing my mind is evidence of me grifting, then I'm sorry. Not only are you stupid, but you're not allowing for people to change their minds and broaden their perspectives. Again, it makes you look stupid.
I mean, that just shows you can't.
I just
watch.
I just really do watch you parrot the same bullshit talking points whenever, like,
What
just the other
talking
day I
point that's
watched you
bullshit?
say you shouldn't platform a Nazi, you shouldn't talk to a Nazi. So what are you doing all day if you're not trying to convert your most radical detractors?
Let me explain.
He's
So,
not. He's
let me
trying to
explain.
talk to dumb people and
Let
like
me explain.
Make money.
All
Let me
smart
explain.
and make
Let me
money.
explain. Let me explain. So you're
explain my
misunderstanding that. You're misunderstanding the clip from the Jubilee. What we're essentially saying in that Jubilee is that there's no basis to engage with people with such extreme beliefs until they become prevalent enough to then respond to them. If you actually could understand what I was saying, you could have then tracked the conversation.
No, you're literally stupid.
No, like genuinely, like would you debate someone who? Would you debate someone who's a Nazi?
I would
without
debate
them having
anybody
a
I
prevalent
disagree with.
platform?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't, because
Oh, don't
then you're
give them the
promoting-
platform. They have the
They
platform.
have the
Exactly.
platform
you
already.
fucking
That's why the
dumbass.
ideology spread.
If they don't have many followers, they don't have the platform, genius. That's the example that I'm giving you. I know you don't have to think about this much because you don't have a platform yourself. But for anyone who does have a platform, they do have to think about these things because they have implications upon thousands and thousands of people. And I understand why you probably don't get that, but what I'm saying makes sense.
I don't think it does. I think
Then-
that you should be willing to debate anybody that ideologically detracts from you, because otherwise, what's the point of engaging?
And then
in
you won't
political
even go on
discussion
the
in first
jewelry.
place?
Like, why would?
Okay, so then every single time you debate, you have to debate every single person that disagrees with you. So you're going to be engaging with people specifically that have wildly absurd worldviews. So would you debate someone? We'll run down this. Would you debate someone who literally is a neo-Nazi who believes that
Yes.
people like certain people of your family are like subhuman?
Of
Well,
course.
I'm not a
Would you-
bitch, so I would debate
well,
anybody.
how about this? How about this? Would you debate someone
he's
on
just
why?
scared to lose.
Wait. Would you debate someone who thinks it's justified for your mother to be murdered?
Of course, I would.
You would.
I
you
would debate
someone
anybody.
on that?
Yes, I would be like, it is
Yes,
not justified
I
for
would-
my mother to be murdered.
Yes, I
Here's
would-
reasons X, Y, Z. Why.
So
that should
you
not
would
the
you would,
masses.
so you would do lives where you would debate people on why it's justified for or it's unjustified for your mom to be murdered.
You have
justify-
to show the
Wait,
masses
hold up,
how
listen.
wrong they are. I mean,
You can show people that they're wrong, but what you have to understand is that when you're engaging with certain perspectives, just saying that they're wrong, right, and then having them say other things from the other side is not a good enough point to say here, because what you're doing there is your platform of perspective that does not historically exist to a certain degree and which would be prevalent enough to even respond to. So you're platforming an ideological belief system that does not have that platform otherwise.
it's
right?
not a good enough point
Because
to not
think
give
about
them a
this. Think about
speaking
this.
point. You're talking
It-
about
it
them
is.
without them
It
being
is.
able to respond. So
It
who
is.
knows if you're
It
lying?
is. So
or if
essentially,
you're-
your argument
taking clips
is that
of
is that there
people.
is no extreme view that I should kick off of my stream, and I should engage with every single view that I disagree with, which would be absurd. There are plenty of views that people will come up on my stream that will say that are so wildly absurd that I will kick them from the stream. Does that make
if they
sense to
aren't
you?
trying to kill you, I mean,
Wait,
I don't
if
think
someone
they
was
should
trying
be-
to argue that it's justified to murder me, do you think I should have to debate them on that?
I mean, you
I mean, regardless, it's your
Answer the question. Do you think I
prerogative
should?
who
Do you
you're
think I
going
should
to
have
debate.
to?
I'm
do you
just
think-
saying I would.
Answer my question. Do you think I should have to debate them on that?
that's a big difference between
Why is
political
that a big
ideology
difference?
and arguing death.
Wait. You said that anyone who disagrees with you, just because you can prove them wrong or show an argument how it doesn't make sense what they have to say, it would make sense for you to engage in a debate with them. But in this example that I just provided, it wouldn't make sense for me to engage. In the example, listen, I know it's hard for you. You can't listen. Listen, I know it's hard for you, right? Listen, stop trying to cut me off because you're not listening to anything I'm saying, right? If they bring a particular perspective like that, it doesn't make sense to engage with them. It doesn't make sense to argue against them in that scenario. Nothing productive comes from that conversation. So, especially in certain circumstances like that, there are points to where you won't engage with someone, or you will cancel someone, or not engage with them, right? It depends on how you're using this term. I don't think just not engaging with someone is
But then you could use your own morals to do that for anybody. So it's only you get to do that.
You based on your own morals, determine who you're willing to engage with. I mean, is that a complicated thing for you to understand?
I mean, it makes sense if you're a dumbass, and you're not actually trying to spread your word, you just want to create your own audience. If you were to run a live
so we shouldn't argue against Nazism because Nazism is synonymous with genocide.
That's not necessarily the argument I was providing. The argument I was providing
not necessarily
was that there are certain views that get to an extent. I was trying to see essentially where he essentially where he draws the line is essentially the argument I was providing.
Yeah. So where do you draw the line?
Well, I draw it's specifically with extreme views, and that they don't have a wide social acceptance or any type of political power or something like that. Right? Nazis in America do not have enough political power to actively engage in a debate with on the context of my stream. That's why I would kick a neo-Nazi who denies the amount of people who died in the Holocaust from my stream. Do you think I should, in that context, kick someone who says that?
I think that you should absolutely debate somebody and try to change their mind if they think that, there was 227,000 people that died in the Holocaust versus 6 million, that you should be able to provide your reasoning for that, and that it should serve as an example for anybody else who might hold those beliefs.
So every single time someone makes that claim, you should respond to it every single time instead of just kicking them off?
I wouldn't say necessarily every time, but the question is,
there we go.
There's my point.
There's my point. Is that then there's a certain point where you're not willing to platform them, where you would kick them off. And that's the point I'm essentially establishing for you. So by the way, me having barriers on who I'm willing to engage with in terms of a debate, this isn't disingenuous. This is ridiculous for you guys to use this as an argument to say that I'm disingenuous or dishonest, or I hold views that I don't actually hold. Right? Why are you guys arguing this with such stupid points?
To be fair,
to argue that you don't have boundaries is ridiculous.
This is obviously not necessarily
yes, you're 100% a grifter.
Why do you think that?
Because it's...
Agree with you?
Every other
certain scenario, I claim that I'm joking. Everything I say, I actually believe. Is it really that? Is that hard for you to believe that what I believe, I actually believe? What I say I believe, I actually believe?
I mean, it's not crazy, but it is crazy when you're getting on live every day and doing the same nuanced points.
By the way, so I'm doing the same types of debates because this is the role that I've taken. What people don't understand is I'm not Superman. I can't do everything. I'm not going to do every topic in the book. I'm doing this because this is what I'm good at, and I can change people's minds to the degree of thousands and thousands of people. I think that's a good thing, and that's why I'm going to continue with politics even after this. I used to do a bunch of different topics. I think that I'm best at doing what I'm doing right now.
So you really think that this is the best course of action is sitting here and begging for donations every day on the same topic and not switching topics.
He doesn't bring up the fact that I educate people or inform them of new arguments. He doesn't talk about the fact that we engage in, talking about current news and we talk about different perspectives. People. We get people to critically think. He doesn't bring up any of that. All he brings up is that he thinks I'm quote unquote begging for money. One, I'm not begging for money. It's literally just in the bibliography in my bio and people can send it if they want to, right? This is ridiculous for you to say that too, right? If you actually want to look at the contents of my stream, if you actually watch them, you would know that it's mostly not
I watch them every fucking day.
Engaging in productive dialogue.
I've debated.
Now I'm going to rage bait you. Dr. Sonia, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much, Dr. Sonia, for the grift. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Christy, with the $5 and for the $1. I really appreciate it. Alyssa with the $5. Thank you so much. Aiden, I really appreciate the $1 as well. Thank you. Claire with the $10. I really appreciate it. Claire, thank you very much. Caitlin with the $1.11. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Guillermo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe sometime. Nina with the $5 as well. Katie with the 5. Caitlin with the $1.11. Thank you so much. Victoria with the 5. I really appreciate it. Nina with the 5 as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Catherine with the $6. Thank you so much. Harold with the $10. Thank you. Veronica with the $100 on PayPal. Can we get some W's for Veronica in the comment section right now for the $100 on PayPal? Thank you so much, Veronica, for this is just to piss him off. For the grift. Thank you so much, Heidi. I really appreciate the $5. Harold with the 10. Thank you. And for the 10 as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the information. Thank you. I'll definitely make sure to look through all of those. Thank you so much. Monica with the $5 from the DNC. Thank you so much. Destiny with the $100 for a contribution towards your grift. Thank you so much, Destiny. I really appreciate the $100 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Destiny in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Hamster, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much, Hamster. I really appreciate it. Ray with the $5. RJ, thank you for the $2. 162, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Ron with the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Give me some W's for Ron in the comment section right now. Thank you so much, Ron. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Durf, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $2. Luke with the $5. I'm the Beard with the $5. Meister with the $50. Thank you so much for DNC representative sending you money. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Orange with the $4.20. Thank you so much for the transparent range mate. Karen, thank you for the £5. Thank you so much. Steven with the $5. Jade with the $5. Paul with the $2. Max with the 5. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Catherine with the 5.
Called
as well.
indirect lobbying.
Look at that. That's all DNC checks. Thank you, everyone, for the
Indirect
DNC checks. I wouldn't be able to do
lobbying,
this without you. Thank you.
They put you on the news. They put you on Juleby. They put you on
What?
Piers
Jubilee?
Morgan. They put you on Piers Morgan. They put you on all that. You know what that is? That's indirect lobbying.
What
to
news
push
did I go on?
donors towards you.
What news did I go on?
Piers Morgan's the news.
The YouTube channel, bro. I went on Piers Morgan because I went on Jubilee and I debated Jordan Peterson and it went viral. Okay.
Your most recent one was not because of that.
I have only been on Piers Morgan once.
Oh, so
That was because
that
of the
was like
Jubilee
a
appearance?
year or two. That was like a year after the Juleby video.
No, I debated Jordan Peterson. This was like a month or two after the Jordan Peterson debate. The Jordan Peterson debate has like 8 million views on YouTube, and I has over 10 million views on the different short form media platforms that I posted it on.
Yeah, and you started getting lobbied when you got bigger. I don't think you were lobbied when you had 1,000 followers, Parker. I mean, it's just obvious as indirect lobbying, putting
Who's
you in
lobbying
media,
me,
pushing
man?
people towards
Who's
you. The
lobbying
DNC.
me?
The DNC is getting you
How do you know?
these spots in the media.
How do you know?
It's obvious. Like, it's obvious. Like,
Because why wouldn't they?
When they get big enough.
Wait, so Howley and following close
For Charlie Kirk.
No, this was way before. I actually been on Jubilee for years, bro.
Oh, really?
There was this one where it was like Gen Z liberals.
So that's where the DNC found you?
Boomers. What's up?
That's where the DNC found you. They scouted you there. Is that where they scout?
Okay, so now did I get on Jubilee first or did I get on Jubilee second? Which one was it?
Well, you're
Renee
getting
with
on
the
more
$100
now.
for the lobbying on PayPal. Can we get some W's for Renee in the comment section right now for the $100 on PayPal? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Harold with the $10. Look up Santana 24J. That's his YouTube. Catherine, thank you for the $6. Thank you so much for the grift. Joe with the $4. Thank you. And Natalie with the $2. Thank you so much. Jeffrey with the $10. Thank you. Johanna, thank you for the $1 for pissing him off. Thank you. Maddie with the $3. Thank you so much. I think it's crazy. I think it's mainly about the loan access, though. But I think it's crazy, and it's specifically like predominantly fields that women go into too. So I think that might even be targeted too. Meister, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The only knowledge
talking
these
about
guys
the
have are the
professional
Call of Duty lobbies.
The bill change for profession.
Zombicus, thank you for the $5 for my favorite lobbied grifter. Thank you.
Did you even read that bill?
Did I read what bill?
You're talking about the bill change for professions.
I haven't read.
You're saying it's against women? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying it targets fields that disproportionately women go into.
Did you read it?
I read the different fields that they specifically are referencing.
That's all you read.
Okay. Did you read it?
I mean, I've gotten you Dean and Santana to concede to me before. Like,
On what point?
it's nothing new on tariffs. Because you guys are fucking stupid.
We haven't talked about tariffs in this conversation.
No, I was just saying. I mean, you guys concede
Have I talked
all
to you
the
before,
time.
Chris?
You guys concede all the time because you're fucking grifters
Chris,
and you change your position.
Hey, Chris, have I talked to you before?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had my
have so-
friend up here.
Wait, I have a question. So, why are you so obsessed with me that you had to create a whole new account to join my stream?
Because like the grifting is getting out of control, dude. Like now that Trump has released the Epstein files,
So you just wanted to complain
he's ended
because
the
you're a
shutdown.
sensitive.
You have
You're
nothing
such a
else to
sensitive
grift
little
on.
snowflake that you had to create a whole new account to join my stream.
You
love me.
seem so
You
scared
love
for
me so
somebody
much.
that thinks
Oh my
the
God,
president is going to execute.
You literally
somebody.
love me so much. You're obsessed with me.
You seem
love me
so scared
much.
of Trump's execution right now.
Wait, you're a fan.
So
Is that what it
scared.
is? Are you a fan?
Are you scared Trump's going to
Are
execute?
you a fan? Answer the question. Are you a fan?
I'm definitely a fan. I'm a DNC operative.
Oh, you're a DNC operative now. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you start working for the DNC?
Oh, they told me they needed me to come on and help you grift.
Yeah, who'd you get employed by?
One of the scouts at the Jubilee videos came up to me.
You can't even say Jubilee. There's no DNC scouts at Jubilee videos. You can ask all the people that are on Jubilee. There's no DNC scouts. Okay. I know a lot of the people that go on Jubilee. We've hung out and we hang out every once in a while. Like after we go on Jubilee and whatnot together. And like they would all be able to tell you that. There's a bunch of different people from the videos. You can go ask them. They're here on TikTok. Did you know that? Go ask them. Oh no, they're all lying. They're all lying. They're all DNC operatives.
They're not big enough to get lobbied like you, buddy.
Oh, so wait, so they're not lobbied. So then wouldn't they tell you the truth then because they're not lobbied?
Yeah, and they all say you guys are fucking grifters. Like, why
they
are all
don't.
the leftists saying you're
No,
grifters?
they don't. What are you talking about? The people who
Why
specifically
do all the
I
leftists
know-
hate you? Why do all the leftists hate
All
you?
leftists do not hate us, right? The leftists specifically that I go on Jubilee with definitely don't hate me, right? Like, for example, Naima is a leftist, and I just did a roundtable on Jubilee with her where we dunked on conservatives.
You know I watched it.
Yeah, you watched it. Exactly. You're such a fan. So then you would know that not all leftists don't like me, right? There's a lot of leftists, I bet, in the comment section that watch my stuff, and there's a lot of leftists that agree with me on practically everything because leftists right now are advocating for social democracy, meaning in the existence of the system right now, we practically have the same position outside of the context of what they want in the long run.
How come you weren't so left last year, and now you're starting to grift towards the wokeness?
What have I become more left on? If anything, I've become less left because I used to be a communist. So what are you talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about. I used to post videos about me being a communist and a market
Now
socialist.
you're just a socialist?
And no, I'm a social democrat. I'm a liberal now. So if anything, I've gone to the right. So what are you talking about? Right? Communism is a left-wing ideology, right? Liberalism is to the right of communism. So I've shifted to the right, not to the left. So your argument you're making right here is fucking stupid.
Well, you're going right back to the left. Like you saw Mom Donnie was winning, and
I like
you're
Mom
like, oh,
Donnie. I love Zoran.
let me get my money in. Let me
This
get
is not
more
about
votes.
getting my money in. It's about the fact that I like Zoran. I genuinely think he's cool, right? I actually believe in a lot of the stuff that he's passing and what he's doing. I love the hope and the optimism. I love the
Were you
progressive
in his
views. I love
socialist
the
club?
anti-Zionism. What's up?
You were in his socialist clubs with him.
I'm not a socialist.
How do you feel about that? You like your New York mayor in the socialist clubs?
I love Zoran. I wish he was my mayor.
You wish you were mayor of Minnesota so you could help with the late-term elective abortions?
Mayor of Minnesota? Minnesota's a state. You can't be mayor of a state, you fucking idiot.
Okay, shut the fuck up. I'm high.
Okay, well, I am too, and I'm not that dumb.
Okay, buddy. You know I'm not that dumb, okay? You've conceded to me before, buddy. Mr. Economic Master, get conceded by
name one
tariffs.
point I've
okay?
ever conceded to you on.
On tariffs.
What point on tariffs?
That there isn't a blanket tariff.
There is a blanket tariff. There was a 10% blanket tariff that was
Okay, what
originally
about
placed
the 1,000
that was
plus
actually
exemptions?
increased because of
What
different
about the
retaliatory
1,000 plus
tariffs that were put in
exemptions?
place through in August. What's up?
What about the 1,000 plus exemptions?
There's not 1,000.
What's the
exemptions.
definition of a blanket tariff? Can you tell me that? It's a tariff on every single good, right?
Yeah, it's a universal tariff. So you don't agree that there's a 10% universal tariff on every country imposed by the Trump administration in April?
Yeah, with are
just
you talking
conceded.
about with
He
the
just
1,000 exemptions? Are you talking about with the 1,000
He
plus
just
exemptions?
conceded. Wait, nice concession.
No, because it wouldn't be a blanket tariff if they had 1,000 plus exemptions.
Yeah, so would you at least agree that it's on most goods in all of these different countries? And by the way, it's a universal by definition in what they say. That they
I
pass.
wouldn't even say it's on goods that we need. Like all the computer chips, all the important shit is not tariffed. And it's all exempt,
Wait,
buddy.
yeah, yes,
like I
they are.
remember
I
you
don't know
trying
where
to
you're
say
getting
that they weren't exempt. You're trying to say that our phones
Would you
and
like
our
to provide me
laptops are going to go up.
Would you like to provide me any type of evidence that all electronics are exempt from tariffs?
All semiconductors are
No,
exempt.
semiconductors aren't the only thing within that technology, idiot.
Yeah, I know. There's more. It extends to laptops and phones. It extends out.
So it goes to all electronics. What's your source?
Just look up the exemption list. It's 1,000 plus. I mean,
Can
Dean
you
conceded.
tell me
that,
that?
man.
Give me a title.
Dean and Santana conceded.
No, we
on this.
didn't.
I'm not in front of my laptop right now. I've already done this.
Have your friend look it up. He's right there.
Myself again.
Have your
I have the
friend look
clip.
it up like he did the last thing.
He went to the gas station. He's coming back.
Do you have a second device?
I mean, I can go inside, but it's loud. So.
Okay.
I mean, you've already conceded on this. I don't need to do it again, motherfucking grifter. Like,
There's
people
not
got it.
exceptions for all electronics.
Okay, what is the? Read it. What is it, like a fucking smart fridge isn't exempt? Like every valuable technology that we need is
The
exempt,
exception
buddy.
were semiconductors, solar cells, flat panel TV displays, flash drives, memory cards, and then solid state drives for storing data.
It definitely said laptops. I literally read it out in front of Dean, and he had to concede, and he did concede. I have a clip of it. I mean,
So not all electronic devices, some electronic devices.
it does it say including laptops?
There's no exception within the universal tariff for all electronics. So the argument you're making
Okay,
is
but you just
ridiculous.
read off a few of the 1,000 exemptions, so that would automatically you are conceding
So-
that it's not a blanket tariff. So, shut the fuck up.
when we're using this term of universal tariff, I'm taking this literally from the claims from the Trump administration. That's how they're utilizing the term universal. If you want to reference the baseline level of tariffs, I mean that's
No,
it's
Trump
the same thing.
definitely said it's not a blanket tariff.
What is a blanket
He's definitely said that. It's a tariff on every single item in the country.
Okay, can a blanket tariff apply to every single item but one item? So if there was,
It's
if
1,000
tariff-
plus. It's 1,000 plus.
So listen, if a tariff
It's
applied
1,000
to
plus exemptions.
if a tariff applied to every single product in the country except for one, would you say, in terms of what's brought to the country, would you say that that's what's it called? Sorry, would you say that's a blanket tariff?
You've already conceded on this. I mean, technically, no, it wouldn't be.
That wouldn't be a blanket tariff. Okay, so then let me re-clarify.
But it's 1,000 plus, buddy.
How about
it's
this? How
it's
about
not
this?
one.
There's a
it's
tariff
not one.
on most goods. Would you agree with
It's not
that?
one though.
Would you-
How many
would you-
is it?
would you
How
agree
many
that-
is it?
Would you agree that it's on most goods?
I would agree that it's on a more amount of goods than I would want.
Okay, so is it on most goods?
Sure.
Okay, so when I'm using the term blanket tariff, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, but that's you're redefining the definition for your standards. Like, it's obviously not a blanket tariff if there's 1,000 plus exemptions. I mean, just concede.
No,
buddy.
I don't think anyone uses blanket tariff in the way that you're using it, where there's
Just concede.
absolutely
I mean,
no
that's-
exceptions.
I mean, that would be the definition
Well, whose definition?
of everybody that tried to say that he's
Everybody?
putting tariffs on
Everybody?
every single
No,
good.
I don't think everyone
I mean,
has the definition.
no. When he was running,
can you-
that's what you were.
Who had this
grifting on.
definition?
You were
Where'd
like,
you
oh
get
my
this?
god!
Wait, where
Trump,
did you get
Trump
this
is
definition
gonna put
from?
tariffs on everything.
Hey, I have a question. Where did you get this definition from?
It's not a blanket tariff.
Yeah, where'd you get this definition of a blanket tariff from?
It's not a blanket tariff.
Where
I mean,
did you
I've
get this
read about it.
definition of a blanket tariff from? You read about it where?
Online. On the
Online
internet.
where? Online
On
where?
the internet. I don't have my laptop on me, buddy.
You don't need to have your laptop. I'm just asking where
You've
you get
already
this definition
conceded to
from.
this before.
Wait, are you saying that you're providing a certain definition specifically to cherry pick this argument instead of addressing the reality that it's applicable to most? So this is harmful. And I feel like you're like actually not engaging with any of the points that we're making here.
Well, what point are you making?
Wait, I actually think that you are a grifter. I think that you are dishonestly holding these different perspectives
for 80
in order
cents.
to
I'm
get
grifting
attention.
for 83 cents.
No, grifting isn't only for money. It can be for attention, and I think that's what you're doing right now. You're grifting for attention.
I'm grifting for attention. I'm
Yes.
trying to call you out on your bullshit, buddy.
What are you calling me out on? Nothing that you've brought up is calling me out on bullshit. You've given no reason to support Donald Trump. All you've come up here is calling me a grifter, saying that I don't have a job, but not being able to define either of them, not having any basis for what you're having to say. Right? I've given you responses to everything, and you've given me literally nothing. You sound like you're either rage baiting or trolling at this point. Like, literally, there are people in my comment section that think I'm literally paying you to come up on my live stream because you are so stupid. I'm not trolling.
They should, because you probably do. You probably do pay people to come up here.
I do pay people. How were you paid?
Like real DNC operatives.
Answer the question. Were you paid?
Yeah, I was.
You were? Really? How much did I
Yeah,
pay you?
indirectly. Look at that, 83 cents in donations right there.
No. Did I pay you?
Yeah, you told those people to fucking donate.
Okay, so no.
To get people to.
How about this? Did I directly pay you?
No, you didn't send me a check.
Okay, no. So
That I
you're
know
one
of,
of the
yeah.
guests on the stream that's incredibly stupid, and you're not paid. I think right there,
I'm
there's
incredibly-
fucking proof
I'm
that I'm not
incredibly
paying
stupid,
you
okay.
idiots to come up on my stream. You just happen to exist and decide to send a guest request. There are enough idiots where I do not have to pay people to come up on my stream. Think about that.
You literally try and keep idiots on longer to make clips out of them, you fucking idiot.
I keep idiots on longer because every single person who comes up on my stream practically is an idiot outside of those that have productive dialogue. And for those that
it
engage in
seems like
productive
you're
dialogue,
trying to-
I
you're
keep
trying to make
those who
yourself
engage in
feel big,
productive
buddy.
dialogue up until they change their mind. So the idea that I keep people on specifically longer in contexts in which they aren't like engaging in productive dialogue is not true, because I engage in dialogue with someone until it meets the point they change their mind. You are not changing your fucking mind. So I'll make fun of you, I'll rage bait you, I'll do all of these things because it gets people to realize you're engaging in fucking absurd standpoints with absolutely no basis in evidence just because you dislike me. Okay.
How do you know that you weren't
seriously,
changing my
listen,
mind?
Listen, you have sat here, and everything you've claimed about me is actually true about yourself. You claim things with absolutely no evidence just because you don't like me. Just because I hold a different view than you. Okay? Is that actually meaningfully leading to a productive dialogue? Or is it you rage baiting with no basis in evidence, right, and no willingness to change your mind? To me,
No,
this is
we've
the reason why I keep you up.
debated and you
The
have-
reason why I
you
keep you
have
up
to
is because this is representative of the MAGA cult ideology, where you're so ingrained into the cult that you care more about owning the libs than you actually care about truth, than you care about productive dialogue, than you care about civil discourse, than you care about the country. You care more about owning the libs than you care about the country. How is that America first? This is why I keep people who have these views up on the stream. And I know a lot of people think, oh, I'm engaging with them too much. I keep you up to show and highlight the absurdities that you don't give a fuck about this country.
You're definitely America last.
How? Give me a basis for that. Give me any reason to believe that.
You're America last. I mean, you're trying to destroy this country and divide it even more.
How?
I mean, listen, we've had many
How? Answer the question. Be specific.
Me and you have had many productive debates where you've swayed me towards the left, and this fucking grifting bullshit has just made me throw up in my mouth to the point where I can't stand it, and I have to call you out on your stupid, ingenuous bullshit. Like, it's
Disingenuous.
literally bullshit.
Yeah, you just repeated the same bullshit talking point I've already responded to 6 times now. Try again. How am I destroying the country?
You're dividing people
How?
by literally grifting, sitting here grifting and not giving actual valid points and not letting people that actually challenge you, stay up on the live. Like anytime a person
So you're
is
not actually
smart
challenging
with
me?
you-
Are you challenging me?
No, I'm calling you out on your bullshit.
Yeah, you are. So I am letting people who challenge me on my stream. You just debunked yourself, you absolute idiot. I'm not dividing people for engaging in a conversation and giving productive dialogue and literally showing people, right, evidence-based reasoning, right, for the different views that I have as a liberal. I've done that in this conversation. You have done nothing. You provided no basis for your perspectives at all. You provided no evidence.
You don't know my fucking perspectives.
Because you haven't been able to explain them. Because you haven't
I've
shown them.
explained them before, and you just do this disingenuous bullshit where you're like,
What did you explain
you
before?
stray from the conversation and you filibust. Like, you're fucking dumb.
Be specific. Be specific. Say something
Every
specific.
time we've debated, you do some dumbass bullshit.
It's literally just some general claim after general claim after general claim. You
It's
have
after
nothing
general
specific.
claim. Oh my god! Every time I bring up immigration, you bring up you say my sources are right based sources when I bring up a source because nobody brings up a source, but
What
when I
source?
do, they're completely dumb and like George Borges. Like you don't even you just automatically it's just right wing bullshit, and then you give me left wing bullshit,
Do you want
and
me
you're
to
like
tell
my
you?
bullshit's better.
Because he has been widely disputed by the entirety of the economics community that has responded to his arguments on immigration, and new models have dropped that have disproved the models he's engaged in and shown completely different
They're paid by the
outcomes.
DNC too, buddy.
You see how he didn't respond to anything I just said? I gave him a valid
No, it's all.
criticism.
It's literally my left wing bullshit is better.
I gave you a valid criticism of your argument, of the paper that you brought up, and instead of responding to that, you just said, you're paid by the DNC, Parker. You see what I mean?
All right, who
You
made
don't
those
care about
claims
this
against
country.
him then?
You don't care about the facts. You don't care about this country. You're not America first. You are literally fake news first. You are
Give
you
me
are
a source
bullshit,
of who made
bullshit
those claims.
first. You don't care about this country. You just said, you're paid by the DNC, instead of actually giving me an actual legitimate response.
I just gave you a response. Every time I gave you facts and sources.
We'll give you another time. You didn't give me facts or responses. I literally gave you a response and you gave me nothing. I'm going to thank some people right now just to piss you off a little bit more, and then we'll move on with the conversation. Meister with the $10. Thank you so much. Martin with the $100 on YouTube Super Chat. Can we get some W's for Martin in the comment section for the $100 on YouTube Super Chat? Thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Martin. W's for Martin in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. Happy early birthday, because you said you're almost 50. Thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate it. Thank you. My karate teacher, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for this, guys. Probably obsessed with you because you're beautiful. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Leon with the $5. Thank you so much. Maddie, I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much for the DNC lobbyist payment. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Give me some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. They said, as someone who is researching how to become a lobbyist in my state, currently I can assure lobbyists aren't sending Venmo payments. Meister, thank you for the $10. Thank you. Zombicus with the 5. Thank you. Meister again with the 10. Thank you. Hamster with the 5. He's so jealous because they're not as big as Parker. I know, right? It's diabolical. It's very diabolical. RJ, thank you for the $2. Ray, thank you for the 5. Hamster with the 10. And Leon with the 5. Brittany with the 5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brittany. Harold with the $10. Thank you so much. Brittany with the 5. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the DNC and the grifting efforts. Thank you. Aaron, thank you for the 10. Democracy Dice Darkness, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. POT, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $6.66. Aubrey, thank you for the $10. Hannah, thank you for the $5. Haley, thank you for the 5. Olivia with $1. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Grandma Diane, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much, Grandma Diane. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. And Shannon with the $50 for the grift. Give me some W's for Shannon in the comment section right now for the $50 for supporting the grift. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W's for all of them in the comment section right now. All right, man. It's getting close. Chris, you have anything really actually productive you want to bring up at this point? Because I think that I've exposed you enough.
I mean, we can look at, different points that I've already debated you on, and you've, failed to give up genuine points. That isn't
I
just
just
left
did,
wing
and you just said I was paid by the DNC. I gave you a response, the argument you brought up with Borges, and literally showed you that there are new models.
Well, what people disagreed
the
with
arguments on Borges.
Where's
that
that
Borges
source?
makes.
Because you want my sources. Where's your source?
Yeah, there's a study from the National Bureau of Economic Research, right, that
Called?
indicates I'll tell you, it indicates an increase in the wages specifically amongst the level of immigration that's happened under the last 20 years in this country. Okay, increase in wages, increase in employment, and an increase in what's it called? Wages, employment, and real GDP. I got you.
Yeah, what's it called? And how do we know that this person isn't just some left wing ideology? You can bring up your own point against you. Like,
Well, give me a basis for saying that they are that way.
oh my god.
Well, you have to say that. You have to give me the argument for that. And it's immigration's effect on U.S. wages and employment redux from the National Bureau of Economic Research.
Effect on what?
Yeah, it's the immigration's effect on U.S. wages and employment redux.
Okay. And what does this disprove?
This shows that actually based upon the different new models that they utilize, it shows an increase in wages, increase in employment, and increase in GDP from immigration the past 20 years.
Okay, but does it? Yeah, and this is the same point I brought up last time. This is like talking about skilled workers. I brought up the point specifically of unskilled Americans.
Yeah, unskilled Americans in the context of the study.
That's not what it's talking about, though.
Yes, it
it's
does.
talking about college
Yes, it does.
skill content of immigrants.
Actually, if you look at
had
the
a
study,
significant effect.
if you look at the study, it says "quote unquote" skilled workers based upon the definition it provides. Right, those that have extreme specialities, their wages stayed basically the same, if not slightly increased. Whereas the wages of "quote unquote" unskilled, or those that didn't specifically meet those specialty requirements, right, they actually had multiple percentage point increases in wages, employment, and GDP, and overall GDP increased alongside that. So, I mean, if you actually want to look into the study, you can. It disproves the points you're making because economic models today are going to be better at determining the outcomes in terms of immigration, right? And this goes over the level of immigration that we've done here in the United States, showing that based upon the immigration that we've had, this has been beneficial. So this idea that immigration is harmful to wages is a right-wing authoritarian talking point. Not even a libertarian right-wing talking point. It's an authoritarian right-wing talking point because the libertarians from the right realize that there's no bad economic or there's no good economic argument against immigration.
This paper is talking about skilled workers. It says periods
It references
suggest
both.
small positive effects on wages of non-college natives, like less than 1%.
No, it said 2 to 3%. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's talking about skilled with college degrees. I'm reading it right now.
No, it's not.
It literally says yes.
I have read this. I have read this. You were lying.
It says had a positive and significant effect of 1.7 to 2.6 on wages for on college educated natives.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
2000 to 2019. That's talking about skilled workers with a college degree.
I think are you reading within the first like abstracts part where it's going over the
I'm reading the abstract because
it
won't. I have to pay to get the whole paper.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So, this is referencing thanks to native, complementary, and college skill content of immigrants, we had a positive effect between a 1.7 to 2.6% on wages of less educated native workers. Okay, so that's actually like you didn't read it. You are improperly reading it.
You're right. You're right. I read it.
Okay. And by the way, the paper I'm referencing even cites Borges within the context of the literature and expands upon it. So this is what I'm saying. You want to look at updated research, especially within the field of economics, as it's constantly changing and they're updating their models and they make them better. So that's an important thing to look at. Two, as it relates to this, you can't just hyper specifically cherry pick one particular source That's why it's important to look at the overall literature reviews of these and see how they expand upon them, right? And then see the different types of limitations that these different studies have, and you have to compare and contrast on that basis. Most studies across the board indicate this particular idea that I'm referencing, especially the modern ones, that there's going to be an increase, slightly positive effect from immigration on wages, right?
So,
Alongside,
and your fix is to just give amnesty to people in the country, and then when do we stop that? What about new people coming in the country? You're just going to give them amnesty too? Like, when does it stop?
provide a quick pathway to citizenship for them. Are you saying what is the level of immigration that we would think is too much?
Yeah, but that's not going to, even if there is a quick path, there's still going to be
we currently don't have a level,
immigration.
and which shows that it's going to be negative. But if there's a particular level that shows that it's negative, at that certain point, I think that's when we would probably draw the line. But we don't have a specific line for that. When pressed on the number, I typically say 1-3% population growth is probably around where I would see it to be. But I genuinely
so you don't even have a stance. You're just grifting. You're picking to choose no stance so you can get the most money. Like, I want amnesty for people that are in the country. You say that every time, for people in the country. But then when I ask you, you're like, actually, I don't see a point where it would be damaging to keep giving it to people that keep crossing illegally. That's literally a mute point because you are holding no position.
I am holding a position. I think I clarified. I'll clarify my position again for you. Let me clarify my position again for you, because apparently your favorite word that you just learned is grifting, and you don't know what you're referencing. So I just want to clarify. Again, undocumented immigrants who have not committed a violent crime or bad crime should be given a pathway to citizenship. Those going through the legal process should be given a significantly quicker legal process. Okay? So I believe in a quick legal process for everyone, and I'm saying the max level when I'm pressed, I typically say is 1-3% population growth per year. But what I'm saying is that there's technically no good evidence indicating a certain max on immigration that we could do where it would then be negative towards the economy, right? Or the wages or economic growth of Americans. So I'm essentially saying at that point is when I would be like, okay, now we can probably say this is probably the limit for a level of immigration we should do on a yearly basis. But we're nowhere near that right now, is kind of the point I'm making. So that's a position.
See, that you'll just always say that. You'll always say that.
What? No,
I guess we're not close
I will think
enough.
otherwise.
Because you're doing it right now. First you say only for people in the country, but then you're like, well, evidence doesn't suggest that it will ever be a negative effect on it. And you're saying maybe if it does, get there,
at a certain amount
I'll change
per
my
year.
position.
Listen, yeah, no, I never said change
Maybe
on a
if it does get.
I said we don't know the extent of at what point it's going to be negatively impacting the economy, and I said at that point is where I would draw the line, because we don't have data on this. I'm not going to make a claim when I don't have data. Are you saying I should make claims when I don't have data?
No, I'm saying you should stick to your fucking claim. Is it people only in the country, or is it going to be everybody that wants to come over? Like
anyone who wants to come to our country who has not committed a bad crime, I believe should be given a quick pathway to citizenship. Yes. Where there's a vetting process, yeah.
So that wouldn't mean people that are in the country. So stop saying that.
So people who are already in the country also want to provide a pathway to citizenship for them who haven't committed a violent crime or bad crime. Why
but also, but you realize it makes it sound better when you say that. Like,
I'm advocating
what
for
you
both
really
views.
mean
Is that complicated?
What you really mean is I believe in amnesty for everybody. Like, that's what you're saying.
Not
for anybody outside or inside the country.
Yeah, who hasn't committed a violent crime or bad crime. I believe in a pathway to citizenship. Okay. Amnesty is for those that are undocumented already in the country. Do I need crayons? Do I need to draw picture books for you?
Programs. So when would you stop the amnesty programs for people that have newly gotten into the country not to be able to access that? Huh? How would you do that? How would you vet them? How would you be like, oh, how long have you been in here? Were you here before or after the amnesty program? Because, like, the Reagan amnesty program didn't work. Why'd we stop that? Because it was shit.
It
never worked.
I don't think the Reagan amnesty program was bad. I think that it just needs to be expanded upon alongside the fact that it needs to be with a quicker legal immigration process.
Yeah, but like I said, giving a quicker legal immigration progress isn't going to stop people from coming in illegally. So what are you going to do for those people? You're just
So
going to grant them amnesty.
a quicker legal immigration process does incentivize people to go through the legal process of immigration rather than going through the process undocumented.
Yes,
Because
but
if
it
you come to
doesn't
the country
stop illegal
undocumented-
immigration.
Yeah, I'm not saying it does, but I'm just saying it's going to allow for border enforcement to focus on those that have committed violent crimes and bad crimes and are a threat to our safety and security, rather than those that are not a threat to our safety and security and have not committed a violent crime or bad crime and are just like, working here to benefit their communities and their families.
Okay, so you're saying you would grant amnesty to people that did come in illegally, even with quicker immigration processes, right? Or no,
Yeah,
you want it?
Yes, I want quicker immigration processes and I want a vetting process. This process incentivizes vetting to the greatest extent.
How would you know if they were in the country before or after the amnesty program?
Because they are going through the vetting process.
So you believe in amnesty for anybody that can come in illegally, even when we have the right program to come in legally? Like, that's just stupid.
Well, once we have a system in which it makes a quick legal process, there would be no reason for them to go through the process undocumented because they could just go through the quick legal process. So if they did go through the process undocumented, it's extraordinarily likely that they wouldn't meet the criteria to stay in the country if they tried to go through the vetting process.
Okay, so why didn't Obama or anybody reenact his amnesty program? Because they could have easily.
There were amnesty policies under the Obama administration, but I never said that Obama agrees with me on immigration 100%. I just think that Obama and Biden and Harris are better for immigration than I think Trump is.
Yeah, my point is we've tried this and it didn't work. We tried it with Reagan and it didn't work. You guys fucking hate Reagan.
Wait, so we can agree with Reagan on some of his immigration policy while simultaneously saying that he's done plenty of other horrible and bad things. Like, that's one of the things you can point to in terms of Reagan that he actually got right, was a lot of his immigration policy in terms of, work visas. Hell, I don't think they went far enough, right? In terms of immigration. Like, I think that more people should have been granted amnesty.
I mean, I've already debated you on this. Like, it's stupid. Like, you're just wrong. We have data that it didn't work. We have data that it's wrong. Why is Poland number one?
What data indicates that mass amnesty under that program was bad? Could you give me any source for that?
Sorry. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
The whole point is to stop illegal immigration. There's data that shows it didn't stop illegal immigration. It actually incentivized people to come over more to get the amnesty.
Okay.
Because you have to be in the country to get the amnesty. Because it was still you can't have mass amnesty without fixing the laws first.
So one thing you're not taking into account is that if it is also added on top of the fact that there's a quicker legal immigration process.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Then
You can't
that
do
will
both.
happen.
Or you can't do one without both, and that's not what Harris was doing. She was going to grant amnesty before changing the law.
I'm advocating for both. She wasn't going to grant mass amnesty. I don't know what your argument is with that, right? Democrats disagree with my perspective, right? But they're closer to my perspective. I don't understand why you think that Democrats have my perspective across the board and that she was advocating for that. That's absurd for you to say that.
Well, it's obviously because it doesn't work. That's why they're not fucking advocating for it. Like, you think you're the know-all? Like, even your own fucking party disagrees with you. Like, you should be ashamed.
People in my party disagree with me. People in your party disagree with you. Why should I be ashamed because people disagree with me? You sound stupid. What is that? What? Why would I be ashamed because people disagree with me? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, like, seriously, at this point,
you're not representing your
I don't
party
even
well.
like. I think I represent my party fine. Do you want to continue to keep complaining about it? Apparently, I represent us fine enough where you want to keep watching my live stream. So why don't you watch any other liberals that do it better then? Can you tell me any other?
Are they all
that you
They're all
watch
too
that you
woke,
think does it
but
better?
they're all too woke. But
Wait,
I know that
tell
they
me
are
one other
actually
liberal that you think does it
speaking their
better
truth.
that you watch.
One liberal that does it better that I watch. Dean.
So my best friend,
Okay.
one of my best friends.
I mean, he's not as much as a like. You just contradict yourself so much all the time.
You just did yourself. Did you not hear yourself?
Huh?
Like, you contradict yourself all the time. You just like say, are you just, dude? You've got to be trolling, man. You brought up one of my best friends as like someone who is specifically like, you know, pushing the left in a better way. Okay, what is the distinction between Parker and Dean? That means Dean is doing that, but Parker's not.
Well, because he actually stands on his points. I mean,
Such
he
as?
realizes he realizes mass amnesty is wrong and it'll never
What?
work.
He agrees with me on immigration, 100%. We agree with each other's position.
He's conceded that.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude.
I swear to God, like
You are
I had,
trolling, bro.
like-
Stop, bro.
no, I swear to God.
Dude, I've had very long conversations with Dean on this. I've talked to Dean way longer than you've ever heard Dean speak. I know Dean's position way better than yours, and I know that we agree on this. Okay.
How well do you know him? You know him that well?
I do, yeah.
Okay. He's way faker than you. Like it's way easier to see that
You
he's
just contradicted
a
yourself.
Republican.
You just contradicted yourself.
No, I'm not saying that.
Wait.
No,
So he was saying that Dean was more
represents
genuine,
the
and now
party.
he's saying Dean is faker. You
He
just
still
contradicted
represents the
yourself.
party.
You dishonest fuck. You didn't even realize that you contradicted yourself.
he can still be fake and represent the party better. Like what are you talking about?
No. You were saying that he represents the party better because he's more genuine about his position on immigration.
No, that's not what I said.
I'll
That's
play
not
back
what
the
I-
audio. Do you want to hear?
Play it back. Play it back.
Okay. Owning the libs. Then you such as
He realizes mass amnesty is wrong and it'll never
What?
work.
he agrees with me on immigration.
But
Wait,
I know that
tell
they
me
are
one other
actually
liberal that you think does it
speaking their
better
truth.
that you watch.
One liberal that does it better that I watch. Dean.
So my best friend,
Okay.
one of my best friends.
I mean, he's not as much as a like. You just contradict yourself so much all the time.
You just did yourself. Did you not hear yourself?
Huh?
Like, you contradict yourself all the time. You just like say, are you just, dude? You've got to be trolling, man. You brought up one of my best friends as like someone who is specifically like, you know, pushing the left in a better way. Okay, what is the distinction between Parker and Dean? That means Dean is doing that, but Parker's not.
Well, because he actually stands on his points. I mean, he stands on his points, but it's
He
fake.
actually stands on his points, but Dean is so much more fake. Oh my god, Dean is so much more fake while also standing on his points more. Come on, bro. Stop.
What are you talking about? You can be fake and
Stop. You cannot be more fake and then also stand on your points more. Those
Yes,
are
you can.
contradictory points.
that is not true. You can tell when somebody is being disingenuous, like just based off their tone. Like you can just tell he literally he's a Republican. Like you're
Okay,
a liberal.
hey,
like you're a progressive. Like most
Hey,
rights
Chris.
are progressive. Like
Chris,
you're
so
right.
I'm not grifting then?
No, you're literally still grifting. You can still grift and like have
So I am.
like
so
most
I
of your
do
points
actually
are
hold the views that I say I hold, right?
most of them, but where you realize you can get more money is by being,
So tell me one view
open to
I
every
engage in.
view.
Wait, tell me one view that I believe just so that I can make more money. Appreciate the fireworks. Thank you.
Abortion.
What about abortion?
You used to say you were, I forget how you were against how many weeks. Was it like 20? Past 20 weeks, you were against abortion or something.
I still have that position. I'm still morally against abortion. After that point.
but the other day you're saying you're swaying towards.
Yeah, yes. You understand that I have a different view on the legal context. I still have the same moral perspective, genius.
Or what about, you were super sad about Charlie Kirk, but now that it's a meme, you can make fun of it now. We are Charlie Kirk.
What have I make fun of people specifically who are claiming that they are Charlie Kirk is not making fun of the fact that he died.
No, I'm not saying that. I would never say that.
That's what you were just arguing.
You guys were against all.
And by the way, why was I traumatized? Why was I traumatized? Maybe
no, you were against it.
40, yeah, because I was 30 to 40 feet away when he got murdered.
But then why aren't you against it now?
I still am. What do you mean? I didn't change my position on that.
No, all talks of Charlie Kirk were denounced by you and Dean for weeks.
I think Charlie Kirk is a bad person. But that doesn't mean what happened to him wasn't horrific.
Did I say that? I'm saying, like, you wouldn't talk anything related to it into this "We Are Charlie Kirk" meme.
What? I had talked about this prior. People ask me about it all the time.
It's shut down most of the time. I mean, I agree. You should,
and I do shut down the conversation, which is exactly what I'm about to do. Which is exactly what I was going to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Because why?
Because it's traumatizing, and that's something I should be talking to my therapist about, not some random person in the live stream that's trying to play on my emotions to try to, like, get some clip out of me.
I'm not getting a fucking clip out of you. I'm calling you out on your bullshit. I'm not calling you out saying you're not traumatized. Like,
you were trying to say that, like, I changed my position on this for views, which I didn't. That's an absurd thing to say. Okay? You are grasping
That's absurd
for straws.
to say. This is how you make your money off of clips. Obviously, you're fucking doing things to boost that up. Like, it's not like I'm not fucking an idiot. Like, obviously, all people in media grift. That's how you make your money.
Okay. Every person in media grifts. Okay, so then literally any person in media grifts. Then what's the point of coming up on my live and saying that to me? Do you realize how stupid that is?
Because you do it so grossly.
All you're saying is every person
you're
on TikTok.
playing on people's emotions. You realize
I'm playing on anyone's emotions. I'm engaging in dialogues about the conversations we're having. I'm about to kick you right now because it's absurd that you think every person in media is a grifter. I have a question. Do you think that people who are news reporters, do you think they're grifters?
Obviously, most of the time, news reporters are biased. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Fox News is right-leaning.
That's not the question.
CNC is left-leaning.
I asked you,
obviously.
do you think all news reporters are grifters?
Do I think they're trying to get power in their position?
Answer my question. Don't change what I'm asking you. Yes or no?
Yes, in certain ways, yes.
Okay, that's stupid. I'm going to kick you and go on to the next person. He thinks every single person who's a news reporter is a grifter. Okay, you just, like, it doesn't mean anything at that point.